Throughout the history of hip-hop, artists have duplicated and emulated styles of the greats who came before them. When it comes to hip-hop, we have to start in the home of it all, New York City. New York City is home to some of the most talented MCs, such as Method Man, Nas, Jay-Z, and 50 Cent, that created the blueprint for success. Many artists have came to win, after they co-signed some of the biggest names. Today, we're going to be talking about the 50 Cent protege that died too soon, Pop Smoke.
Pop is like, he is 50 Cent. Like, it's a new version of it.
He's a little baby 50.
Yeah,
he played me some songs after he left that I heard, I could hear the influence.
I told him, I said, yo, you got to just keep that clean all the way around because you got to do this. You gonna be like this. And he look and go, yeah.
You haven't met any of them?
I met 50.
How was that?
When I meet 50, I just listen.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Can't really talk when 50 talking. Just let him talk. Watch him.
You gotta watch.
I know 50. Me and 50 like the same. So I know all the plays.
Yeah.
I know where he moving. But like 50, fan
Bashar Jackson, well known as Pop Smoke, was a rising star in the New York hip-hop scene. Born on July 20th, 1999, in the Canarsie neighborhood of Brooklyn, New York, he started making music in his mid-teens and became a well-known figure in Brooklyn. His first breakout hit came in 2019 with the release of Welcome to the Party, which garnered millions of views on YouTube and caught the attention of record labels. Pop Smoke's signature sound was characterized by his deep, gravelly voice and his ability to effortlessly switch between rapping and singing. Pop Smoke was a true king of New York, as his music was universally loved by the people. Welcome to the Party became the New Yorker song of the summer and caught the attention of several high-profile record label execs and producers. One of the most significant offers came from Steven Victor, a prominent music executive who's working at Def Jam. Victor was so impressed with Pop Smoke's music that he offered him a record deal on the spot. Pop Smoke eventually signed on Victor's label, Victor Worldwide, a subsidiary of Republic Records, and began working on his debut studio album, Shoot for the Stars and Aim for the Moon. Coincidentally, Victor grew up 2 blocks away from Pop Smoke, and when he first met him, Pop Smoke played What You Know About Love, So Into You, For the Night. He had all these songs that are super melodic, and then started off with a Joe wave until after he was signed. Victor maximized Pop Smoke's multifaceted talent, acknowledging the signature sound. In an interview with Variety, he said, "If you look at any superstar or any artist who had a really long career, they have a signature sound that they come in with and grow from there. So when I first met him, I thought our biggest challenge would be finding a sound. But when he made Welcome to the Party, I was like, this is interesting." One of the 9 Pop Smoke songs that are certified platinum because of nostalgia was What You Know About Love, which samples Genuine's 2001 R&B song, Differences. Victor said, "The thing about What You Know About Love is, that Genuine song wasn't that big of a hit. Although I remember I thought it would be when it came out, and when Pop Smoke made it, it gave me the same feeling. I remember how it made me feel about that Genuine song." Before managing Pop Smoke, Victor started his career with internships at Universal Music Group and worked as a publicist for Interscope before moving to Kanye West's Good Music label, managing artists like Pusha T, The Dream, and others. So when it came to knowing a hit and selecting a star, he became pretty good at it. When the world met Pop Smoke, it was like the second coming of 50 Cent, a gangster rapper who could write hooks like a god, sing for the ladies, but rap for the gangsters. 50 Cent was the most popular New York artist between 2003 and 2007, a people's favorite who perfected songwriting after living for Run DMC's Jam Master Jay. His legendary mixtape run with his G-Unit rap group led to him signing with Dr. Dre and Eminem. 50 saw himself in Pop Smoke and took him under his wing. 50 Cent loved Pop Smoke and vowed to guide him until he passed away.
You see Pop Smoke, that was one of my favorites, man. I like that nigga, man. I swear to God, I really like that nigga, man. I met him, we was talking, and I was like, yo, I'm watching him, right? This nigga keep playing with his phone. Like, you know, these little niggas play with their phone all the time, bro. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga, right? I'm going, what the fuck he keep playing with his phone for, right? I'm in a meeting. I swear to God, this is really what happened, man. The nigga Pop Smoke couldn't see me, right? He go, yo, they sitting in there, him and his man, right? He go, yo, look, he on the phone. He like, yo, what you say? He go, he looking at his phone. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this little nigga, right? I'm like, yo, hold up. I get up, cause I'm trying to see what the fuck is he doing, right, with his phone. Like, he keep looking at his phone. I swear to God, the nigga was writing what I said down. He was writing it down. I looked, I said, oh shit. See, it's a difference between a nigga copying you. That's not copying. That's not copying. He never copied one fucking thing from me. He just looked at it. He saw what was good in it. It influenced him, and he was doing his own thing with it. I love this shit, man. I fell in love with the nigga at that point. I fell in love with that nigga. I was like, yo, it's like, what's the matter? Yo, I like this nigga, man.
The similarities of Pop Smoke and 50 Cent are undeniable, as 50 gained heavy traction in the streets from his music, similar to Pop Smoke, and both of their debut studio albums were the highest selling album for months. As 50's Get Rich or Die Trying sold 872,000 copies in the first week in 2003. Now mind you, this was before streaming, so people had to go physically buy your records. 50 ended up selling 12 million records worldwide and had the best-selling album of 2003. The success of Get Rich or Die Trying came from songs like In the Club, his most popular song ever, Many Men, 21 Questions, PIMP, Life's on the Line, so many hit records. Pop Smoke mirrored this when he released Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, that was sadly released months after he had passed away, as a result of a robbery gone wrong at LA Mansion. Some people speculate that his death was a major driving force for the abundant album sales, which I agree with. However, that doesn't take away from the attention and audience that he garnered during a short-lived career. Throughout 2020, Pop Smoke was the most streamed young artist, with signature songs from Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, like Enjoy Yourself featuring Karol G, What You Know About Love, The Woo, and Got It On Me. The song Got It On Me samples instrumentals from 50 Cent's most raw song, Many Men, which details the occurrence of being shot 9 times in front of his grandmother's house in May of 2000. The use of the sample highlights the influence that 50 Cent had on Pop Smoke's music, as well as the importance of paying homage to artists who paved the way for the future generations. Hip-hop culture and street culture go hand in hand, as street activities are being mentioned in the music. When Pop Smoke was killed in February 2020, it sent hip-hop fans into a deep feeling of grief. Here we have the top young artist that is everyone's favorite, died to a robbery gone wrong. The murder of this young star was a result of jealousy, envy, and not being careful about posting your whereabouts, as when Pop Smoke died, many accused his right-hand man, Mike D, of setting him up. Although this wasn't true, social media ran with the story and destroyed his public perception. And we all know, nobody cares about the truth when the lies are entertaining. As pictures circulating on Instagram show Pop Smoke in LA in a pool, that posted up in design in front of the house, and they slipped up, as one of the pictures showed the house address and the other was a gift received from Mary, Mike and Mary of course, revealing the whole address. The 4 suspects in this case were all teenagers at the time: Corey Walker, Keandre Rogers, Jaquan Murphy, and a 15-year-old suspect who hadn't been named. The suspects broke into the home from a second-floor balcony connected to the master bedroom, and upon entering the house, they saw a woman, who was with Pop Smoke of course, and they held her at gunpoint so she couldn't scream. Despite her being held at gunpoint, she screamed to alert Pop Smoke. Considering this was late at night, Pop Smoke was in a state of lacking as he was in the shower. So after he came out to see what the commotion was about, he got shot once by the intruder. After getting shot once, he got up and ran downstairs and got shot twice again, and he collapsed. The objective for the robbers was to rob Pop Smoke and take his diamond-encrusted Rolex and his Cuban link chain, but after the robbery went left, they took his life. It's crazy how a 4-day business trip to LA later turned fatal, as Pop Smoke originally went out there to record a music video. The main suspect was a 15-year-old boy. As a 15-year-old suspect, pistoled Pop Smoke and actually shot him 3 times in total, and they took his life and pawned his Rolex watch for $2,000. On April 7, 2023, Judge J. Christopher Smith sentenced a 20-year-old defendant to 4 years in a juvenile facility over the Pop Smoke murder. This sentence was an absolute slap on the wrist, and this individual got off real easy, especially considering this was in California, where gun laws are super strict, and they killed a famous rapper, let alone a human being. When Exodus and Dacian was killed in Florida, the 3 killers all went to trial and all got life without parole, even though only one person, Michael Boatwright, shot and killed X. In this situation, we have people admitting their involvement in the crime and only serving 4 years. That's extremely disrespectful to the Pop Smoke family. And just like that, history repeats itself. And coincidentally, 50 Cent, the mentor of Pop Smoke, created a hip-hop homicide series in honor of him, addressing the prevalent murders of these young rappers due to them having or looking like money, making themselves a target. We have seen many artists die over the same reasons, XXXTentacion and PNB Rock, with PNB Rock being the most disturbing, as a 7-year-old rapper who killed him felt no ways and blew his brains out in front of his girlfriend, then Ross was chicken and waffle.
State of the union in hip hop.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much going on with hip hop, man. I see a lot of violence, and I know when I say violence, people probably look at me with the strange eye, like, huh? But I see a lot of violence going on. I was telling somebody the other day that being a rapper is one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. I mean, granted, we do get paid for it, and some of us all living well, and we don't want for nothing and making more money we could ever imagine. But the risks and the consequences that we go through to make this money is hellified. It's like going to Iraq or going to war or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's just as serious. You got to run around here with armed security. You got to take the risk of having your boys with guns on them. Everybody got hammers everywhere, shots flying. I mean, I think last week, like 4 people's tour buses and vans got shot up and things like that.
Right,
Crazy.
right.
Who wants to be living like that? And not to say in fear, but I always pride myself on not being a prisoner of my own fame. And I see a lot of it's getting real nasty in this industry. And I think that for the money we making, some of us need to take heed, for it won't be there too much longer. And I'm telling you from experience and everything that we've been through in the past 20 years in this game.
Rap is officially projected as the most dangerous profession, as with the floss and the flexing of artists in front of people who don't have it, make people ready to crash out by any means to get it. The world was robbed of Pop Smoke's potential. Losing Pop Smoke was like losing a young 50 Cent who never survived the shooting. Very talented, goal-oriented, and didn't stop at nothing to achieve greatness. The relationship of Pop Smoke and 50 Cent and the game given to Pop Smoke was unmatched, as undoubtedly, he would have been the next cultural icon out of New York City. Thank you for your time. If you enjoyed this video, I recommend you watching The Young Thug Trial with Why So Remain Loyal. Follow me on Instagram at JaredStar1, Instagram JaredStar1, and Twitter @Star1da, 2 R's, 1DA. I'm gone.